Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Jennifer Marie VO, where I teach you different ways that you can make money online working from home. If you're one of my subscribers, you know that a lot of my videos focus on Upwork.com, which is a freelancing platform where you can sell your services as a freelancer. I have several different videos teaching you how to get started as a freelancer on Upwork.com, and I will link you to those videos in the description below. But today's video, I'm going to focus on how to build and fill out your Upwork profile. I have been selling my services as a freelancer on Upwork.com since 2017 and have earned over $70,000 as of today selling my services as a video creator, video editor, and voiceover artist. And I basically made a profile over 3 years ago and have barely changed it since I started. So today I'm going to show you a sample of what your Upwork profile should look like. I'm going to show you step by step how to edit and fill out your profile and how you can add a gallery and add items to your portfolio to attract more clients and get more invites to different jobs. Having a complete and great profile is just as important as having a well-written cover letter. And before we get started, I just want to make it very clear that I have not been sponsored by Upwork to create this video. I am not affiliated with Upwork in any way, and all opinions are my own in this video. I'm simply sharing my experience working as a freelancer on Upwork.com. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this one if you're looking for ways to make money online and become a work-from-home freelancer. So let's get started. Okay, so once you log on to Upwork, you can click on View Profile to view your profile and make any edits. So this has been my profile since I joined Upwork at the end of 2017, and I haven't made very many changes since then. So today I'm going to show you the profile that I have had for over 3 years that has helped me become top rated plus on Upwork. With this profile, I have earned over $70,000 on Upwork since 2017. And have completed 214 total jobs, a few of which are still ongoing with ongoing clients. So I'm going to go through my profile with you to give you an example of how you should fill out each section, and then I'm going to make some improvements as well so it's more updated. At the top you can see we have my name, Jennifer T, and my job success score, as well as my top rated plus badge. There's an icon here where I can change my profile picture. If you click on the pencil icon, you can choose a photo that is 250 by 250 pixels minimum in a square shape, and you can crop a photo of yours to these dimensions on a free photo editor like Canva. You must use an actual photo of yourself. You can't use logos or clip art, and I recommend trying to take a photo that looks somewhat professional and then click Attach Photo. This is really important if you want to get your profile approved as well. Make sure to put an actual picture of yourself that's very clear and professional. So now let's click on the Profile Settings button. Make sure to change your profile visibility to public if you want clients to be able to find you and send you invites for jobs. You can choose public, or only people who are on Upwork can see your profile, or you can make it private. I just keep it as public. You can also adjust some privacy settings and choose to show your full name or only your first name and your last initial. If you have purchased the Freelancer Plus membership, which is a monthly subscription for $14.99 US, you can get a custom profile URL like I have here. And you also have the option to hide your Upwork earnings if you want to keep that private. If you don't have the money to get the Freelancer Plus membership plan, don't worry, you can still be a freelancer on Upwork for free without having to pay any monthly membership. When I was starting out on Upwork, I did not have the monthly membership, and I was still getting many clients until I was able to afford the monthly membership. You can also select your project preference if you want to work on long-term, short-term projects, or both. And if you scroll down, you can set your experience level, entry, intermediate, or expert. If you are just starting out to freelancing and to Upwork, I recommend setting your experience level as entry or intermediate. When I was starting out, I set it at intermediate since I already had experience in video editing and creation. Then under categories, you can select up to 10 categories that represent the main services that you offer to clients. You can see I only have 2 selected, video and animation and voice talent. The more categories you select, the better chances you have of getting your profile found by clients that may send you invite requests, so set as many as you can that apply to your skill sets. you can see there are all sorts of different categories. And under each category, there are all sorts of different services. So feel free to browse through all of these, even if you just want to get an idea of the kinds of jobs that are available on Upwork. Then if we scroll down, you can see a section called Specialized Profiles. You have the option to create up to 2 different versions of your profile, in addition to your general profile that contains all your work history. So I have my general profile with all of my work history, and then a specialized profile that's been published for voice talent. So let's say you are a graphic designer, but also a translator. You can create 2 separate profiles that you can use to showcase your skills. For now, this video will just focus on your general profile, and I'll get into specialized profiles in another video. You can also link your Upwork account to Twitter, Behance, and a few other social media platforms, but right now I don't have any accounts linked. So let's go back to our profile by clicking on the Upwork logo at the top and selecting View Profile. So at the top here, we can click on the pencil icon to edit your title. So here, you're going to enter a single sentence description of your professional skills and experience. For example, expert web designer with Ajax experience. In my case, I have American female voiceover artist, professional voiceover. So what you want to do is make sure to use keywords that relate to your job title or the services that you are offering. If you want some ideas of what to write, you can open up Upwork in a new tab. So let's right-click, open in new tab. And here at the top under the search bar, we're going to click on talent. And then let's type in, for example, graphic designer. Let's say you're a graphic designer and you're creating a profile to become a graphic designer or to showcase your talent as a graphic designer. You can click on some of these freelancer profiles and get ideas for your profile title. So I recommend looking at ones that are also top rated or top rated plus. And you can see that some of these are quite simply graphic designer. I prefer to add a bit more description, something like graphic designer specializing in Illustrator and Photoshop, but you can feel free to just write your position as well. I would recommend browsing through all of these and getting an idea of different titles you could use. And beside the title, you can select the pencil icon to set your hourly rate. You can set how much you will charge the client to work with you per hour. So note that the Upwork service fee is 20% when you begin a contract with a new client. Once you bill over $500 with your client, the fee will be 10%. So let's say I do a job for a client at $100, I will get $80 and Upwork will keep 20%. If I continue to work with my client long term and earn over $500 with a client, then that fee becomes reduced to 10%. So this is the hourly rate if a client chooses to hire you based on the hours of work you put in. I prefer to work with fixed rate projects, so I'll do a video creation job or a voiceover job for a flat fee instead of hourly rate. That's just something I prefer. But make sure to put an hourly rate that will reflect the amount you expect to earn per hour. If you're starting out on Upwork, I recommend setting a lower hourly rate until you gain some experience and you get some positive reviews from clients. Feel free to adjust this as you see fit. If you find that not many people are accepting your hourly rate, maybe they think it's too high, then you might want to bring it down. You can also do some research. Let's say you want to be a virtual assistant. You can check out how much other people are charging as virtual assistants that are entry level and get an idea of what to price yourself at. Okay, so now let's click on this pencil icon beside the overview. So here you need to use this space to share your skills and experience with your clients. When you apply to a job, they'll see your cover letter, but they will also be able to see your profile. So make sure you fill it in, describing your strengths and your skills, highlighting projects, accomplishments, and education. But make it short and sweet. Also, after you write it out, make sure to copy and paste it into a spell checker or grammar checker like the free version of Grammarly or the paid version if you have it, to make sure that it has no spelling and grammar errors. You want to make it seem as professional as possible. So I'm going to read you through my profile. Need a cheerful, natural, or professional voice for your project? So at the top here, you can see I'm basically, a catchy little question or catchy line showing them what I'm going to offer. I want to offer my services as a voiceover artist. Look no further, I can provide the style of voice you need for your project of choice. I'm a 31-year-old, that has been changed now, I'm 33, professional North American voiceover artist and audio-video editor. I have been working in the industry for over 7 years and have the perfect voice for educational or instructional videos, audiobooks, or narration as needed. I specialize in business and commercial voiceovers and also have an expressive, engaging style perfect for storytelling. So first, I have a quick paragraph basically telling what I am offering. And now what I like to do is add a quick short form or bullet point list of what I can deliver. So let's say you are a graphic designer. You can say, I can deliver, stunning logos or branding packages. In my case, what I can deliver: engaging, upbeat, professional, warm, friendly voice that it's pleasant and easy to listen to, studio quality, audio recorded in a studio sound booth, and clean editing. Most projects can be completed within 24 hours. Additional skills. You can see I have other skills that I offer, styles I can perform, projects I am perfect for. And then at the end of this, I have another quick paragraph. I would love to discuss further with you about your project. I'm going to change this. I would love to discuss your project needs further with you. How we can work together to produce the best quality work. Best quality voiceover for your video. All work is produced in my home studio sound booth with professional studio equipment. My home sound booth with professional studio equipment. Contact me and you won't be disappointed. Okay, so something like that is good. I've had this profile for several years, as you can see, because I just changed my age, and this has worked for me. I get invitations all the time. Just today, I had 3 or 4 different invitations. So this profile is having success. So make it short and sweet and try to use some bullet points like this so it's easy to read. Whatever sort of skills you're offering, have them listed like this with a dash or with a bullet point, so it's easy for the client to see what exactly it is you are offering. And then click Save when you're done. So on the left, we have a section to add a video introduction. I'm going to remove this so I can show you how to add it. So here you can add a video of yourself. It could be yourself talking about your skills or what you have to offer, or a video showing your portfolio of graphic designs, video creation, etc. In my case, I like to put my commercial demo reel. So what you're going to do to add your own video is click on this plus icon, and then here you can paste the link to your YouTube video. Make sure it follows Upwork's guidelines. You can open this up and read Upwork's guidelines. So if you don't have a video yet and you make one, you can upload it to YouTube and then paste the link here. So this here is my commercial demo. I'll click share and then copy, and I'll get my link and I'll go right click, paste, and now I have the link to my YouTube video. Here, what type of video is this? You can select if it's you talking about your skills, visual samples of your work, or something else. This is samples of my work. Click submit. So now you'll see that the video has been added to my profile, and you can see the little thumbnail here. You can also click on the pencil icon beside hours and set your availability. You can select if you're currently available or not available. If you select not available, you can choose when you are going to be available, and it will automatically change to available on that selected date. This is useful if you're going on vacation or if you're out of town and you want potential clients to know when you'll be back. If you choose available, you can select if you're available for full-time work over 30 hours a week, less than 30 hours a week, or as I choose, as needed, open to offers. Under languages, you can add any language you speak and set your proficiency level. So we can click on the plus icon to add more languages, or you can click on the pencil icon to edit any of the languages that you have already added. Under education, you can click on the plus icon and add any relevant education. You can add any college, university education, or even any other relevant course that you have taken, If you don't have any education, but you want to add something here, there are many different free courses that you can take online that provide you with certificates in your field. If you're interested in this, I can create a video about free education with certificates as well that can help you fill out your profile. So here you can add the school, the dates attended, your degree, your area of study, and the description. If you don't want to reveal all of this information, you can just put the name of the school, but I recommend filling out as much information as you can. You can add multiple schools by clicking on the plus icon and then click the pencil or the trash icon to edit or delete schools that you have added. Next, under Talent Clouds, these are all the Talent Clouds I have been added to because of the many different projects I've worked on for clients, but this should be blank for you for now, so don't worry about this. So now we're going to scroll down and you can see I have all this different work history of my completed jobs, and you can see my rating for each job, and then in progress. These are jobs I'm working on or jobs I haven't yet finished or closed off. So this should be blank for you, but if you scroll down here, you'll have your portfolio, and this is very important to fill out. So you can see here that I have custom made a few different images: Jennifer Marie commercial demo, software tutorials. You can make your own custom images and link people. For example, if you click on that, you see I have my commercial demo, and then there's the MP3 file that they can go ahead and download and listen to. So to add something to your portfolio, just click on the plus icon, and here you can add portfolio project. So here you can add a project title. I'll put the Palestine Children's Relief Fund voiceover. It says related specialized profile. For this, I have it. It's going to go to my voice talent profile. And then you can add it if it's a previous Upwork job. So if you have not yet done a job for Upwork, just ignore this. But for me, this job relates to this one that I completed. So I'm going to select the Upwork job it related to. Otherwise, just put in the project title. Then go to select template. So here you're going to choose how you want this project displayed to clients. You can always switch templates even after you publish. So here we have gallery, which is display images or videos one at a time. Case study, highlight the project problem and your solution. And classic, allow clients to scroll through your work. So depending on what service you're offering, so if you're offering graphic design or video editing, you'll probably want to do gallery. But if you're offering something else, some other type of service, you might want case study or classic. For this, I'm going to click gallery, and then I'm going to go to add details. So here you can drag images and add your own image that you want to showcase, or you can embed a link, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to click add video link. And here I'm going to paste the YouTube video that I did the voiceover for. So I did a voiceover for this video here. And so this will be embedded on my profile. Then just click save. And here you can enter a caption. So let's say PCRF voiceover, inspirational, emotional. That's this voice tone that I did for this. And because this is going to be on my voice talent profile, they've automatically asked me some different questions that relate to the voice talent profile. This will be different depending on the type of profile you've created. So for me, female performance, I can select my voice tone, then my accent, and the audio editing software that I used, and then the age. So here you can put in the project URL if you want, or the project description. So I will put in bullet point form. So for example, recorded and produced an inspirational voiceover for a 2020 achievements video for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. And then once you're done, you can click go to preview, and this is how it will look on my profile. So go ahead and click publish. So now you can see that this has been added to my portfolio and it is under review. You can keep adding more items to your portfolio if you want. And then you can click on the rearrange icon to rearrange the order of them. And then click save when you're done. Okay, so down here we have skills, and you can add all the different skills that you have. You can add up to 15 skills, and then you can remove skills by deleting tags. So if you're selling your services as a graphic designer, you would have in here logo design, graphic design, Illustrator, illustration. There are all sorts of different skills that you can add. Here we have your project catalog, and projects are a new way to earn on Upwork that helps you do more of the work you love to do. You can create project offerings that highlight your strengths and attract more clients. This is something I haven't tried out yet, so I'm going to explore this in a future video with you guys. So down here we have testimonials, and these are endorsements from past clients. So if you have ever worked with a client that is not on Upwork, you can click request a testimonial and then go ahead and fill out this form to have Upwork directly contact the person you've worked with to get a quick testimonial for your portfolio. Here we have certifications, and you can add certifications to highlight your best skills. So you can go ahead and click and fill out any different certification that you have. If you don't have one of the certifications that are here, you can click add a custom certification and then go ahead and fill out whatever it is that you have. Down here we have employment history. You can click on this plus icon and fill out any different company that you have ever worked for. And then down here we have other experiences, and you can go ahead and add any other experiences that help you stand out. So now we can click see public view. And you can see that this is what my profile looks like to the public. Okay, so we've got my intro video here. We've got my headline, my overview. We've got my portfolio down here. And then when you make a specialized profile, your portfolio will show up at the top here. So in my next tutorial, I'm going to explore creating a specialized profile with you guys, so you can be even more specific to whichever jobs that you are applying to. So I really encourage you guys to take the time to really fill out your portfolio. I have a lot of people that say, they're struggling to get jobs on Upwork. So you have to make your portfolio and your profile as complete as possible to make it look like you really know what you're doing. Make sure there are no grammar or spelling mistakes, especially in your portfolio, and you can go ahead and copy and paste whatever you have written in Grammarly, in the free version of Grammarly, to get Grammarly to edit it and make sure it's perfect. Make sure you have a picture of yourself. Make sure you put an introduction video and fill out as many things as you can in your portfolio to really try to make your profile look professional. When I started out as 0, just like many of you, and I got my first job and slowly started building, and now I am top rated plus and have 100% job success score as of the time of this video. So if you guys liked this video or found it helpful, please click like. It really does help me out. And make sure to subscribe to my channel for more different ways on how to become a freelancer and make money online working from home. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.